going on, y'all? Five's back at it. Talking hoops once again. It's been a nice NBA season. I wanted to actually compare two guys that are having relatively the same year, at least statistically, and that's Paul George and James Harden. Paul George this year is averaging about 24 points, 6 rebounds, and about 3.5 assists. James Harden's averaging, again, 24 points, 4.5 rebounds, and 5.5 assists. So statistically, they're about the same. So I wanted to dig a little deeper, see who's the better player. Now, if you break it down, let's just start off by saying that Paul George is probably a better shooter, from 3 at least. And James Harden's a great shooter too, but I think James Harden's a better driver, a better penetrator. Paul George is more athletic than James Harden is. James Harden's more slick. So when you break it down into categories like that, you go down shooting, scoring, passing, defense, rebounding, clutchness. Let's start off at the top with shooting. I'll give the edge to Paul George. I think he's a little bit better shooter. From 3, I think James Harden is close. It's definitely very close, but I'll give the edge to Paul George. He's averaging, I think, slightly more points too and shooting a better percentage from 3. James Harden is the better scorer, though. James Harden is the better scorer because he has more ways to score. Paul George usually either takes threes or he drives, but James Harden has the full arsenal. He can penetrate, he can hit the mid-range, he can hit the 3. One of the best slashers in the NBA, so I'll give that to James Harden. Rebounding, I'll give it to Paul George. He's averaging more rebounds, but he's also taller. I think he's about 6'8". James Harden's about 6'6". Paul George has that typical, prototypical basketball body that's perfect for rebounding. So I'll give that edge to Paul George. Passing, it's not even close. James Harden's the better distributor. That was evident in OKC when he was the quote-unquote point guard. Even though Russell Westbrook is their point guard, he would usually bring the ball up most of the times, and he was the better facilitator as well. So James Harden, I'll give the edge to him in passing. And then clutchness. This one was a little tough. I was going back and forth on this, but I think I would at this point take James Harden in the clutch over Paul George, but I think because I think James Harden has more savvy. He's been, in the NBA a little longer, and he's got more experience. So I think I would take James Harden there. But the answer now is, who would you rather have? I think right now I would take James Harden, but moving forward, no question about it, Paul George. He's younger, he's got way more potential, and the sky's the limit for Paul George. Let me know what you guys think. If you don't agree, disagree, I don't care. Hit me up on Twitter, man. Link below, and let's talk about it.